Hello there, Moira McDonald again. Thank you very much for stopping by to check out what's happening next in this Let's Make Ephemera for the giveaway junk journal. What we're going to start with here is I've cut some Tim Holtz paper. It is in terms of size. Now I just cut this, if you watched the last video that I did, I've cut this from the same card. It is 6 1/8 in length and 3 inches across, and I've cut two pieces that were, that's the way they were, just cut them. So what we're going to do is we're going to make a tag. Now this is based on an idea I got from watching a video. It was a card making video and it related to the release of dies from, I think, My Favourite Things, or MFT as it's sometimes called. And what it effectively was it was a die that enabled you to cut a tag that you could lift up like that. So I thought it was a really quite a neat idea, but I thought, why would I need to go to the expense of buying a tag when I could make one? So this will be our main piece of card, which will be the back of our tag, if you like, and this will be the bit that will fold at the front. So handy dandy scoreboard. And what I'm going to do is, now it's going to be sitting like that, so I want to score at this end. I need to give it a hinge of some sort to enable it to lift up. Now what I want to do is I want to do it of a size where it's going to be able to not only lift up but not cause an issue when I go to put my crocodile, to put my hole in it. So I'm going to score it at 1 inch. I'll fold that over and give it a crease. What's going to happen is that will stick there, that will come down, but you can lift it up. Now with the die that they made, it had, this top one wasn't the same length as the bottom one. It had a wee fancy edge. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a die to cut an edge along the bottom of the top section. Just bring in my big shot. It's on there, a bit of tape. Right, so effectively what we've got to do is we want to put this here, and I want to try and, now I don't want to make it a ton shorter, but I want to make it enough. I'm going to use a wee bit of washi to hold the die in place so that when I stick it, because see when, oops, when you go to put your top plate on to cut, invariably it moves. Oh, it almost always moves. You've got to be really lucky for it not to move. And I'm not lucky. Right, so we'll cut that. Don't need a lot of cutting. That should be us. Yep. Move my big shot out of the way. And carefully remove the die and the washi. Die away. If I don't put the die away, it'll be on my desk and it'll get lost among all of the paper that I just leave strewn everywhere. Right, that's a cutting plate for my thingy. Right, so that's that. And what it will now do is it will fit on this like that, and you'll be able to lift that up. So we need to stick this to that, and we'll use our glue. line it up. If it helps, do it that way. That way you know they're both going to be the same length. Now something else we need to do is obviously cut off corners. So what I'll do is I'll just eyeball it and make that the corner. Take it over to there to give me my measurement for my other corner. Bring in the trusty crocodile to put the hole in it. Oops, knocked over one away. Well, since I've knocked that out, that's the one I'll use. Obviously you've got to make sure that you're putting your hole, I'm going to move that a little bit further forward. You're putting your hole in such a way that it's not going to straddle that hinge you've put in the tag. I think we're okay there. Pile it in. I find this awfully difficult. Well, not awfully difficult, but it's just, it is quite heavy, this crocodile. I think there's one that you can get that's desk bound, and it's, you know, you just bring down a handle. It probably would have been easier for me. Right, there we go, that's the tag, or the premise of the tag. Because it's Tim Holtz paper, I don't really need to do an awful lot to it. If I don't want to, I don't need to necessarily decorate it. Hold on, I'll put this crocodile out of the way. But what I will be doing is making, hold on, let's move stuff here because I've got half of a book line. There we go. Half of the book line there, and it just gets in my way, but I use it for pages for anything I'm making. Right, you can journal quite the thing on the back of both sections of the tag. We can, if we want, certainly decorate this, and it's I don't think that's an unreasonable thing to do. I am going to take just some double-sided tape, and I'm going to run it along just under the hinge. I'm going to go over this, furnishing it as much as possible with my bone folder thing, which isn't actually bone, thankfully. Now, what I thought I would use here is, I bought these foils the other day for doing the alcohol ink stuff, so I'm going to open these and use these. I use the gold one because anything else and it's going to be absolutely, you know, like the animal print one is going to be a bit garish on my Tim Holtz stuff. Right. Now you may not have seen this before, it's foil, like I said, and we burnish that down, and the theory is that this tape, when I take this off and I use the foil, the foil should stick to it. And if you put the foil on top with the side you want to be visible to the world, and again give that a wee burnish, The theory is that it should stick to the tape. We'll find out, shall we? Oh, there's 2 sheets, I didn't know that. Right, so if I remove that, well, that's quite handy that there's 2 sheets. It's going to be a double job getting it back in that wee bag. There you go, so I've now got a wee gold bit at my hinge, decorating that, and I can also move my foil out the way just now. Got some wee bits of ephemera cut, and I can just add them with a little bit of maybe lace if we feel we need to decorate in some fashion. It's my washing machine. Bibbity bobbity boo. Oh, I'm looking in my drawer for my vintage photo distress ink. Now this wee bit of ephemera is something I made for, I think I made it for the Christmas journals or something. No, I don't know what I made this for. It must have been, I made it for a journal, and I will have filmed that journal, because that's what I do. I just can't remember what journal it was. So I'm doing the distress inking round the edge of the tag, because when you cut the tag, even if you don't cut it, the actual edge, the paper pack has a white core, and you see a wee edge of white, which is fine, but maybe not in keeping with what you're trying to do here. So sometimes I forget to distress things. Sometimes it's your luck, you know, it depends how much I've got in my mind, what I remember and what I don't. Whew. Right, let me try and get that again. Did I get that? I think I did. It is. Right, so what we'll do is add another wee bit, we'll shove that on as well. Just for a wee bit added interest. I mean, it's an attractive enough wee picture, but I don't think it does any harm to adorn your stuff, because then you feel as if you've at least put in a bit of effort with it, do you know what I mean? It's actually quite big. Right, so that's sitting there. And I'm going to sit that, oh, it would help if I put it in the right way up, that was upside down. What am I like? We'll kind of straddle that over that, hold that down, wee bit of glue seeping out at the edge, but that's okay because it's dry clear. And we're going to stick a wee bit of lace along the edge here. So I'll just put the glue on the tag, and then I'll stick that on top, and I've not done it long enough, so I'll stick the glue in and go glue, 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 and stick that down, and I'll shut my glue, and that's us. We've got a double tag, and we can journal on the back and on the back there, because it's quite a good print for journaling on. We have decorated the front, although technically we didn't need to because it's quite an attractive picture, but we have done a wee bit of decor and we can feel as if we've made an effort. That is that tag. So there you go, that's that. I'll put this video up as it is because I don't think I need to make hundreds of those. If anybody wants to see me doing some more, let me know really quite quickly, because I think we are getting close to the end of this journal and we'll be talking about doing a walkthrough soon. let me know if you want to see any more ephemera, and if so, what kind of ephemera. Please don't ask for anything with sewing, right, because I'm not very good with sewing. I can sew, but not brilliantly, and I don't want to embarrass myself on camera. I was telling somebody the other day, my sewing experience, or when I learned to sew, was at school, in second year of secondary school, and that was in 1975, I think. I did 1 year of sewing classes, and from there I bought this sewing machine to sew on paper, and my level of knowledge is not intense, let's put it like that. If anything breaks, I'll need to get a new machine because I wouldn't know how to fix it. As it is, there was something I was sewing at one point, and the foot, the wee foot that you hold down, the presser foot, flew off, and the needle broke, and I fell to pieces because I thought, I don't know how to change this. And I did get instructions, but I didn't bother watching them. I couldn't be bothered because I thought that'll hold me back. I want to make a journal. So if I could take the time out, I could maybe learn how to work the sewing machine, but at this stage in the game I don't know, so don't, unless it's basically sew a straight line, and even then it's squint. But you know, tension, can't work tension. Tension causes me tension, so that's not my favourite. Anyway, there you go. That's where we tag for the day. Any questions, let me know. Let me know what you want me to do, if anything else, and we'll take it from there. So thanks for your time, and I'll speak to you all again soon. Bye, bye.